taking a cue from our Bali Musar and Bali Makshava, who understand that the sedros that we read during this time of year available approaching the Mei Hadin always refer to the battle in which we engage to come closer to Kodesh Baruch Hu. And therefore, Ki Seitze le'milchama alevecha doesn't simply refer to Klal Yisrael engaging in battle against their enemies from the perspective of the land of Israel, but rather against the Yetzer Hara. Taking this into consideration, let's look at pasuk regarding chinuch, regarding education. Ki sivne bayis chodash, when you will construct yourself a new home. It is yours to see to it that you fashion some kind of a fence atop that roof. For what purpose? So that you shall effectively not place blood or have any blood to be found on your hands. Under the rubric of your responsibility within your because should you not put up a fence, somebody could fall off and someone could even die. Understanding that this responsibility applies to a person who builds a new home, who buys a home, who inherits a home, an older home. It doesn't only refer to the safety that we have to ensure regarding our physical private residence, but even insofar as what we bring into our homes. The Gemara explains that we're not permitted to house a kelev ra, a dog that is vicious in nature and that will hurt others. We're not permitted to own a ladder, a sulam ra'ua, a ladder who one of whose rung is to be found somewhat wobbly. We can't live our lives while knowledgeably bringing into our home something that can not only injure us at home, but injure other individuals who might find their way into our home. And if this is the case, according to the pasuk, then obviously, when it comes to educating our children, and I've always said that the most difficult things in life and most important things in life never come with a handbook. Marriage, parenting. When we raise our children, when you build a home, kisidna bayis chadash, with your spouse, and bring children into the world, and you want to see to it that they end up being proper servants of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Don't permit yourself to build a home without fencing it in. See to it that you don't permit the introduction of anything in your home that could possibly, God forbid, tear your children away, off the derech, cause them to fall off the path that we want them to pursue. Make the fence. But if that's the case, and it imposes such a large responsibility upon us, because so many things in life seek to enter our home, and it doesn't have to be by a computer, by the internet. It could be in 1,000 different ways. The music that is listened to, the clothing that one wears, obviously the speech that one utilizes. See to it, lo sasam dama b'veisecha, that you don't end up with blood smeared on the walls. Because people will fall off and people will fall out. But if this and it is the case, comes along the Sam Sofer and he points out something that is half of a fella, unbelievable, and so pertinent to our times. Says the Sam Sofer, Baalei Tshuva, understand and have a tendency that as they forge ahead in life, taking upon themselves things anew in their pursuit of Avodas Hashem, there's a tendency to construct walls, gedarim, ma'akos, and sometimes build to protect and to forge ahead, sometimes become impediments. Sometimes there's a chumrah taken upon ourselves that we simply can't always retain and can't maintain. And when that point is reached, at times the person may say, well, you know what? If I can't do it all, and I've been trying, but I can't do it all, and I see I'm not going to be able to do it all. And who really amongst us knows what we will ultimately be able to do or not do, but that's how we feel. And then the person discards it. It just says this Sam Sofer, Ki sidna bayis chadash v'asisa melagacha. See to it that ma'aka, see to it that fence that you've constructed, that not cause ki yipala nofal mimenu, that it should not cause the loss of that individual that you're trying to protect. And isn't it so, as parents, that when we raised our children, if we're proper parents, we do build fences. But sometimes the fences may be too high. And sometimes they may be too demanding. And sometimes they may be too squelching and squashing in nature. And then, God forbid, we can suffer the same loss of that which we're trying to protect. Ki yipol hanofel mimenu. That child could fall off the derech, that child could fall off the roof. What a difficult challenge it is to raise and educate children properly in their avodas Hashem. What a tightrope of rooftop education we are faced with. But it's ours to take seriously. It's ours to try to embellish, provide, protect, and at the same time, enable the inborn, natural, proper growth of the individual child to be all that he or she could be. But that's really the challenge of Ki Seitze Bayis Chodesh. That's the challenge of building Jewish homes. That is the challenge in our avodas Hashem. That's the challenge of Elul. Let's hear the words of the Psukim this forthcoming Shabbos Kodesh. Let's hear them well. And let's have in our hearts out to Ribono Shel Olam that we should be zochen, that we should be able to merit choosing the correct path to build those homes and safeguard them.